So, what's up, everyone? Thank you guys so much for jumping on the call, and welcome to our little side hustle event. So, I'm Benny. If none of you guys know me, I'm 25 years old, originally from a little town in New Zealand, but now live on the Gold Coast. Pretty excited to share because tonight we just wanted to share with you guys exactly what we're doing, right? What's this little side hustle we're about? How we're actually making money from our cell phones and doing some pretty cool stuff, right? We've also got a legend who's launching his business tonight. His name's Dave. He's on. You'll be hearing from him soon, but shout out to that brother. But first of all, who owns a cell phone on this call? Raise your hand. You own a cell phone. Keep your hand up if you use it at least 5-10 times a day. Yeah? Your hands down. You're lying. Nah, we know it's 2017, guys. We all use it like 500 times. And keep your hand up if you'd like to learn a way that we make money from our cell phones, right? If you'd like to hear us share. Cool? Awesome. Okay, so that's what it's all about. Now, look, we can do amazing things on our phones nowadays, right? We got like Uber, Airbnb, Instagram. People are making money from everything. Okay, we're not Uber, Airbnb, or Instagram, but we got some similarities to the big companies like Uber. So Uber has two things they offer, right? They offer a product or a service, which is you can buy a taxi, you get delivered somewhere. And the second thing is that they offer a business opportunity. They offer you the chance to own your own little taxi business, all run from your cell phone, right? You need a car, obviously. This business, you don't need a car. But we're not Uber, but we do have two things that's similar with Uber. We also have a product. We're damn proud of that product. We'll be sharing that soon. And we also have a business opportunity. And we're going to speak about that a little bit after. So first of all, we'll talk a bit about the product and then a bit about how our business works. We'll show you guys exactly how we make our money, exactly how we teach other people to make money, and why we're so damn excited. So I'm going to pass it over to my friend Belle, and she's going to talk a little bit about our amazing products. And then we're going to get into some awesome stories and some business. So thanks for jumping on, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Belle. Thanks for jumping on, especially on State of Origin Night. So about 2 years ago, I was actually introduced to this product, and at the center of any business is a really great product. And I wouldn't have jumped into something like this if I didn't absolutely love the products behind it. So when I was introduced to the product, my health was definitely not amazing. I was struggling with a few things. One thing was that I had absolutely no energy to get through the whole day. I was napping at like about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon every single day, and I was only 22. And another major thing for me was I had eczema riddling my whole body. I had it everywhere on my elbows and on my hands and legs and everywhere. And so I was struggling to try and find a way to get rid of that and to kind of improve my health. And I had literally tried so many things in the past. I'd tried steroids for my eczema. I'd tried different pills and medications that the doctor had given me, and nothing really ever worked. So when I heard about Juice Plus and it had helped some other people with their eczema, I thought, why not give this a try too? I've tried everything else. I may as well just be thorough. So I tried them, tried these little guys, the premium capsules. And literally within 2 weeks, my energy was amazing. Like I'd never had that much energy before in my life, and I wasn't napping at all. I was actually excited to get to the gym. I'd work all day and I'd be still enough energy to go to the gym and to get healthy, and I'd be motivated to actually want to be healthy. But another thing, after a few months, my eczema started really clearing up, and that made me really take notice of this product and think, wow, there's something amazing about this product, because nothing, like I said, had ever worked. So to tell you a bit more about Juice Plus and what it is, it's literally 29 varieties of fruits, vegetables, and berries that have been picked at the absolute peak of ripeness, unlike what we get in the supermarkets, which is depleted of nutrition and has basically no nutrition value left in it. Juice Plus is picked at its peak of ripeness so that all those nutrients are at their absolute most. And then they are pulped down and the sugar and the water is removed, and they're put into a vegan capsule to keep it nice and fresh for us. So it's super convenient. It's a lot cheaper than juicing every day. You imagine you go down to Boost Juice and you get a juice with 29 different varieties of fruits, vegetables, and berries. It's probably going to cost you about $100. And to do that, they say it's the equivalent of having 3 cold pressed, fresh, organic fruits and veggies, fruit and vegetable smoothies every day. And I don't think anyone could afford to do that. So it was super convenient for me and it made so much sense. It literally is just fruits and vegetables and berries. We know we need more of them. Today, a funny statistic is, well, it's not very funny, it's kind of sad. About 2% of Australians are only getting the recommended serves of fruits and vegetables every day, which is really freaking sad. We're seeing increases of eczema, psoriasis, and diabetes and lung disease, and all these cancers are on the increase. And it's literally like, it's proven that if you have more fruits and vegetables and berries in your diet, then you're less likely to have these things going wrong with you. So it makes so much sense to me. It's done amazing things for me personally, and I love sharing it now with my friends and my family. I'm getting so many people onto this product because I'm seeing the benefits that it's having on them. You know, one of my friends who was having trouble with getting pregnant, she literally couldn't fall pregnant. She wasn't ovulating. She had these for 4 months, went to the doctor, and they were like, you're literally about to ovulate for the first time in her whole life, which is amazing. I've never known a product to do that before, but I'm going to let you guys hear a couple of other stories of people on this call that have had amazing results. First, I think we have Tamara.
Awesome. I'm just going to speak for Tamara because her internet's just not working at the moment, so that's okay. But hey guys, my name's Renee. I am 24 years old, and I've been on Juice Plus for about coming up 8 months now. And yeah, prior to being on this product, I just had really, really bad anxiety. So this was the kind of anxiety that I was really ashamed of, like really embarrassed about. I really didn't want anyone to know. I guess we have a stereotypical girl with anxiety, and I just didn't want to be like that. So I only told my mum and my best friend. I was really lucky in a sense that my anxiety came at night. So I'd literally been lying in bed and just overthinking like crazy. And then before I know it, I've worked myself up into a panic. And with anyone who has anxiety, you start to get blurry vision, you start to sweat, and literally just go into a mild panic attack. And that's just kind of how it went for a really long time, to be honest. And my mum was on antidepressants and she came off them, and it was just the most horrific thing I've ever seen. So I just never, ever wanted to take them. That just wasn't an option for me. And with the side effects of that happening, I'd kind of go to work the next day and I'd just be an absolute zombie. I'd just be such a mute, and everyone would always be like to me, are you okay? Are you okay? And when people ask you that, and you're on the verge of crying, and they're just like, yes, I'm all right, stop. So that was kind of how my life went. And then, yeah, I jumped on this product. I was super skeptical, not even going to lie. I just thought fruit and veggies in a capsule, I don't get it. And then, yeah, I jumped on it, and I'd say 4 months on the product. I had my first cycle on the product, and I kind of looked back and I was like, wow, like, holy shit, I've hardly had any anxiety that whole time, which is so massive for me. And now 8 months down the track, I can't even believe I can openly talk about it on a call like this with 21 strangers that I don't know. So that's obviously a massive thing for me, and it's just completely changed my life in terms of how I feel about myself. I obviously feel a lot more confident about who I am, and I just feel a lot more like anxiety is just normal. Like, I feel like everyone on this call has experienced some type of anxiety. I'm not sure if you have, but we have a little mildness of anxiety, and it's just made me feel okay to talk about it, and just have other people talk about it, and just all realize that we're all human beings. So yeah, I obviously love this product. I mean, as well as all that, my energy, my skin, I haven't had a sick day off work this whole year. My eczema on my fingers, like Belle was saying, I've always used steroid cream. So yeah, obviously you can tell I'm so in love with it because it's really helped change my life. So yeah.
Thanks, Renee. Thanks so much for being so honest. I think a lot of people are struggling with anxiety, but they don't talk about it. So thank you for opening up. One thing I did forget to mention before we go to another story is that Juice Plus is called the company with a heart, and that is because we have free kids chewables of the capsules. So whenever you get the adults products, you get these for free as part of a child health study. And Juice Plus literally has the biggest child health study in the world, and it sponsors over 1 million kids to get free Juice Plus, which is amazing. And we also have a whole food shake, or like a drink, and you put it, like, I have it for my breakfast because I used to just run out of the house without a breakfast, and having this ready, easy to go, it's it doesn't take long. I just quickly chuck it in a shaker and I'm running out the door, and it's so simple. but I'm literally getting like broccoli and alfalfa and spirulina and all of these amazing whole foods in my body, like, you know, first thing in the morning, combined with the capsules, and I'm getting like over 40 different fruits and vegetables every day. So my health has gone amazing. I'm just going to switch over to, I think it's Dave is going to share another story about how it's helped him. Hey there.
Hey guys, how you going? Yeah, so I've been on Juice Plus for a couple of months now. I got introduced to Juice Plus through a friend of mine at the gym. For me, I've been on my own kind of fitness journey over the last 3 years. I've always been quite an active person growing up, but over the last 3 years, I've really committed to going to the gym and working hard on myself. When I first started at the gym, I was only 62 kilos. And for someone that's just over 6 foot, I was obviously quite tiny and quite lean. In the last 3 years, I've built my weight up to 77 kilos, which has been fantastic, which is getting me towards my goal weight of 80. But in that time, I found myself taking a lot of proteins and pre-workouts and intra-workout stuff, and all that kind of stuff is full of so many synthetic and so many bulkers and so much crap, for lack of a better word, that actually found myself having pretty bad digestive issues. And for someone that's quite tall and lean, to have a pot belly usually means that your digestion isn't quite working as efficiently as possible. So for me, when I got introduced to Juice Plus, it made sense to try and get rid of all that synthetic stuff out of my life and replace it with stuff that was going to really work with my body and be able to be digested by my body and give my body all those nutrients that I really need, rather than a whole bunch of crap that'll make me feel good but actually be marginally bad for me, for lack of it. So it's been really great. I actually felt my bloating start to kind of dissipate after maybe 7 days. And then over the next few weeks, it started to feel even better. I started to get, as Belle said, that all-day energy. So I work for a big building company as a foreman. I work 6 days a week, 10 to 11 hours a day. But still after that, I'm still got time to go to the gym for 2 hours to still get my workout in, and then get home and I work on the business and I work on my blog. And I've still got energy for all of that without relying on pre-workout or coffee or anything like that. So for me, the benefit has massively been my digestion and massively the energy side of things. But obviously, as Belle said, there's other sides of it which will help different people. So eczema, psoriasis, things like that. So it's a whole product that can help in a whole different range, and it kind of helps you where your body needs it. I feel that your body will always pull from something what it needs. So for me, it was the energy and it was digestion. For Belle, it was something different. And for you, it could be something totally different again. And it being in the capsule, so easy, makes life so easy. I've replaced my protein that I was having every morning with a litre of milk. So I was actually drinking about 2.5 litres of milk a day with my protein. I'm now just down to our complete protein, and the only time I really have milk is if I'm having a smoothie on the weekend. I might chuck it in there with a bit of ice just to give it a bit more creaminess, but milk's pretty much Gornskis for me, which is fantastic, and my digestion is loving it. That's all from me, guys.
Thanks so much for sharing, Dave. That's amazing. I love hearing new stories, so thanks. So that's the Juice Plus product. It's amazing, guys. And if you want to do research on it, there is over 35 clinical studies that have been done on Juice Plus. It does what it says it does. You can get someone to send you the link to those. But now we're going to switch it up a bit and talk about the amazing business behind it. So I'm going to switch it over to Zamira, who's going to tell you a bit more about the business.
Cool, thanks Belle. Hey everyone, what's up? I'm going to take you through a bit of the biz side. So full-time life or job for Zamira is at the bank. So I don't know how many of you have worked at a bank before, but I'm just going to take you through like what the structure looks like. So trusty old whiteboard crew here. So I'm going to draw a triangle better than I did last time. So this is what the bank life looks like for me. So CEO here up at the top. And you've got like your different managers, like general managers, branch managers, area managers, so on, so on. Then you've got little Zamira down here who started off in the call center. So I was there for like a year, and then it got really sales driven, and I'm just not about sales. Like, I hate talking to people and trying to sell them stuff. So I actually moved role, and I moved into an online job. So it was kind of like a sideways step for me just to get away from sales. After that, I was there for about a year again, and I really loved developing myself and looking for the next challenge. And I got to the point where I couldn't go anywhere like further up. There was already a senior, there was already a team leader in the team, and so I had just looked elsewhere for another role. I moved into the home loan settlements team, which was a back office job, but it was a bit of a step up with my pay as well, so that was really awesome. And then from there, I actually moved on to managing the team, which is where I am now. What I found through all of that is that, yeah, my pay went up like, I don't know, twice or something, but what I really lost was time. So I've completely lost like my work-life balance. I've worked a couple of 5 a.m. till 9 p.m. days, which is completely insane, and I would never ask anyone to do that. But like, it just, you lose your life through this kind of structure. What I'll show you now is the Mara and Juice Plus life, which is completely upside down. So we've got down here the virtual franchisees, so don't worry about the little flashy names. And then you've got your different levels as well. And the top one here, you can see, yep, is NMD, so National Marketing Director. And my favorite part about all of this is to get from here to here, you literally have to help people along the way. So you're bringing your friends along with you, and it's like, it's just so good. It makes this amazing atmosphere. Everyone's caring and sharing, and you're not like keeping all your knowledge to yourself because you want people to come up with you. You want your friends at the top here and, you know, on that podium with you. And there's thousands of NMDs across we're in so many different countries, and there's just thousands of us that anybody and everybody can get here. And this is where I'm going for. So I've only been in the business for a couple of months, and I've hit 2 promotions. I've qualified my business, and I've built this amazing team along the way. And it's just like a group of my friends. And my favorite part that's changed about my life for it is I really dream more about what I want. Like, I'm currently looking for a house. I couldn't even imagine looking at a house at the age I am now. And this year, I was in the structure for 5 years and been in Juice Plus for only a couple of months, and I'm already dreaming about a house. Like, how epic is that? So I will finish with that, and I'll pass you on to Maddie.
Gotta find the mute button first. Hey guys, so I'm Matt. So I just want to share with you mainly the 3 objections I had when I got introduced to this amazing business. The 3 objections were, I don't have enough time, I can't sell, and what was the third one? Just forgot. I don't know enough people. Okay, so I used to keep it, my friend circle quite small. So, you know, I was always so busy through my teens. I didn't have many friends. That sounds so sad. But, and then, like, I was working a full-time job, like literally 60, 70 hours a week, 6 days a week, and just had no time. So, and then the other objection was I can't sell. I was in a sales job at the time, and literally, like, I couldn't even sell in the sales job. Like, I was on the verge of being fired. So those 3 things came up for me with this business, but I really quickly learned, like, it's not about selling on people and chasing your friends and annoying them. It's literally just using the products, sharing the results with people. And so I had pretty amazing results. So a lot of people would just come into me. But I just want to give you a quick view on one of my lines in my business. So here's little old Matt here. I came into the business. I had some epic results, and my mate was like, you know, I could do with some of that. So he joined me here. His name's Dan, and Dan shared it with his sister, Lisa, and Lisa shared it with her friend, Perry, and Perry shared it with his, I don't even know how they met, but Megan, and then Megan shared it with her sister, Lish. So you can see here, I only knew Dan, and from that, I didn't even know any of these people. So Lisa went and shared it with other people, and Perry went and shared it with other people, and that just starts what we call popcorning. And before you know it, you just have, you know, so many team members in your team. And, you know, we have, I think we've got more team members now in the United States than we do here in New Zealand, just from Dan having that one conversation with his sister in America. So it just keeps growing and growing out of your control, and it's just such an amazing thing to see. So you don't have to chase all your friends. You literally just got to link arms with a few people that are like, yo, I want to look good, feel good, and make some money, and how people do the same. So that's pretty much blowing all the fears out of the water. So I'm now handing that on to...
He doesn't know.
I don't know.
I think that's Sean, is it?
Sean?
Sean, my man.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so
Yeah,
I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how we get paid. So we get paid 3 ways in this business. Now, who on this call can honestly say that they get paid 3 ways from their current job? Can't put your hand up if you're in Juice Plus. So the first way we get paid, guys, we get paid retail profit. And that's just a fancy way of saying if you sell a product to someone, you get money in your bank account. All that we do, we just put a little order into our phone. That gets sent to head office. Head office then send the product to the customer, and then they put money in your bank account. It's as simple as that. There's no holding onto stock, no buying thousands and thousands of dollars worth of stock and hoping you sell it. It's 2017, guys. It's an online business. We just don't do that anymore. Second way we get paid is commissions. So we talked a little bit earlier about creating a team. And when we introduce people to Juice Plus and we teach them how to make money, then we get paid as well as them because we taught them an amazing job as how to make their own money. And Juice Plus wouldn't have had that person if it wasn't for us. Third way we get paid, we get nice little bonuses. Now, I don't know about anybody else on this call, but any job that I've ever worked at, I've never, ever had a bonus. But our ones, they range from $100 all the way to $33,000. But now that all depends on where we are in the world. So Juice Plus is in 29 different countries around the world. To me, it's amazing to know that I could get paid from 29 different countries around the world. Pretty bloody awesome. So to get started, it's a one-off payment in US of $50, Europe $50, and Australia and New Zealand $175. So it's as simple as that, guys. There's no additives. Just jump on in, guys. But before I go, up the mighty Maroons. Now I'll hand you over to Ben.
Yo, brother. And I'm actually low-key New South Wales supporter, so get, brother. We're slaying it tonight. Now, anyway, we're going to have a couple of people share a little bit about what's happened for them in the business, right, and the differences they had in their life. But I'm going to let them chat. So first of all, I'm going to chuck it over to my mate Casey. We just had an absolute ball over in America, and share a bit about what the business has done for you, homie.
We did. Hey guys, my name's Casey Jane. Juice Plus was originally introduced to me about a year ago, maybe just a little bit over a year. And at that time, I'm a single mum, and, working single mum, my life was a bit crazy. And, once it was introduced to me, the first thing I thought is pyramid scheme. I'm not going to lie. I was a massive skeptic. I was like, there's no way, I'm getting involved in this. I'm not interested. So I kind of just, brushed it off and left it at that. And I was always really intrigued, but I guess it was just that jump into, actually going for it or actually even looking into it. So anyway, I work at a gym. Trying to work at a gym while being a single mum is a nightmare because, I can be up at 3 a.m. and I can be there till 9 o'clock at night. And, trying to juggle those hours was something that I just couldn't do. I started losing, hours at the gym because I wasn't available. And I found myself in a bit of a situation where I was like, okay, I need something here. And thankfully, my good friend, Jaron and Belle, who introduced it to me back a year ago, never really gave up on me and always saw the potential for me. So they kind of came to me at that time and they were like, would you like to give it a go? Would you like to come to an event? And finally, after a year of saying no, I decided to just jump on in and just have a look, still being skeptic, but, I was like, yeah, maybe this could be for me. And after my first event, I was basically hooked. I loved what it was about. I loved the community. Going and being in a room full of people that kind of, I always say it's the vibes. I'm a real viber. And yeah, just being around people that are like so positive and motivated, I was like, you know what, I think I can do this. So within my first month, I hit my first promotion and I thought, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to go all in. So after my first month, I booked tickets to LA. That's where I met Ben and Renee, and we had an absolute ball. I went to Vegas. And yeah, if someone had asked me, at the start of the year, being a single mom and struggling, what I was going to do this year, I would never have thought that I could possibly go, overseas, let alone to America and stuff like that. So it's basically changed like my whole view on working and what I want to do. So, one little thing recently that came up is my daughter at kindy, they had like a Mother's Day morning tea, and it was like 2:00 in the afternoon, and I never was able to do that, those sort of things, because I was at the gym, and it was a lifestyle where I was so, I guess, like involved, and you can't just skip out on things like that. So recently I got to go to that, and that was really cool. So I just guess those little things is what's making it all worth it for me. So it's really exciting. That's it.
Oh,
I don't know
sure, man. So awesome. I've actually heard your story before, so that's absolutely amazing. Sure, man. So look, we got one more person who's going to share a little bit about what's happened for them in the business, and that is Taryn. So can I just kind of chuck it up to Taryn, man, and hit us with the goal.
Hey guys, thanks for having us. My name's Taryn. This is Matt. We've been aligned with this company for about 2.5 years now. At the time that I was introduced to it all, I was actually studying social work. So my heart has always been with people and wanting to connect with people and help people move forward. But when I went into the workforce, I kind of realized that I had just spent a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money just to get, a piece of paper with my name on it and to go back into another job. I was still having to ask for time off. I was still, getting in the middle of office politics and all those kind of systems and protocols and stuff like that. And I kind of just thought, there is no freaking way I can do this, for 40 hours a week for, the next 40 years of my life. So we really did start to look at other options. This business made total sense because we love the products. We were having amazing results on them, and we're already sharing it with everyone that we knew. So yeah, it just made total sense to us. So about a year in, I think, it was pretty cool. We were both actually able to leave our jobs, which basically means that Matt and I, we get to work together, which is sometimes fun, sometimes not. We get to work together from wherever we want. We can go to the park, we can go to a cafe, we can be at home in our pajamas. Being parents, we've got a 3-year-old little girl. That is really, really cool.
I'm actually in my pajamas right now.
He is. He looks good from up here, but down there it's all tracky dicks. And so that for us has just been awesome. We get to work from our phones, from our laptops. We can take this anywhere in the world. We've gone from being always struggling, like always living from week to week, to actually being able to have a little bit of room to have a bit more fun. In the past year, we've been able to go to Gold Coast and Melbourne. This guy got to go to LA. We're going to Gold Coast next month. We've got a few more trips coming up. So, I think it's so amazing that we get to travel around the world thanks to this. And I love to just point out as well that, we're not particularly smart. We're not particularly good looking. We're not particularly talented. We're just, but we've just had awesome support. The system works, and we've just put our head down, bum up, and went for it. So if we can do it, you can do it too. So yeah, thanks guys.
Woo! Sure, I haven't even heard your story either, man. That was epic. I'm loving this event tonight. Thank you so much for sharing, guys. And look, I'm just going to wrap it up really quick. I know I'm sitting down, by the way, if you're like, that dude's not the same guy that started. But so when I first saw this event, it's kind of like I was looking for something and kind of thought, whoa, this is kind of too good to be true. But I was like, I'm just going to do it anyway, because if it doesn't work, that's fine. But I know that's something that pops up in a lot of people's head, right? They go, oh my God, this is too good to be true. How does this work like this? Because it's not the way we're taught in school, right? And for me, like, I'm from New Zealand. I've been broke all my life, legit. The first time I even said it on this call, but my mum's been the one to bail me out of everything. Like, when I needed money, Mum, she's like, all you call me for is when you want something. I love her. She's amazing. But like, you know what? I was a mama's boy. I never done anything like for myself in my life. Yeah, I had a job. I always worked, but it doesn't matter if you spend it all and you still need to get back up from your parents. Like that doesn't make you feel very good. Moved over to Aussie because I wanted to change, and yeah, I got a big change. But all that happened was that I got my own job, stayed with my sister for a while, and drank like 4 times a week because I worked in hospitality, partied my life away, body went to shit, and I wasn't going anywhere. And it wasn't until someone told me I wasn't going anywhere, quite brutally. And like now I thank that happened to me. I'm so grateful that happened to me. But at the time I hated it. It was like you're going nowhere, you're useless, you're not making anything of your life. And then coming from that, I thought, fuck this, man, I'm going to do something. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm going to prove to you, prove to the whole damn world that I'm going to do something cool with my life. And I'm going to be proud of myself for once. So I went out there and I just looked for something. I didn't know what it was. At first it was a business and I wanted more money so I could get more freedom to do cool stuff. I'm from a town of like 2,000 people when I grew up. No one really had much money. So I first thing I thought, well, how cool would it be to be able to travel and do epic stuff? So first thing I found was real estate. I thought, okay, if I invest in real estate, buy houses, sounds cool, rent them out, people pay me money, like, whoa, baller, I'll have like 20 houses in 2 years. Found out you need 60 grand on average, 50 to 60 grand to buy a house in Australia. Like, broke boy, like 50, 60 grand wasn't like popping up anytime soon. So I went looking for something else. I actually met a guy in real estate who said, you think real estate's cool? Man, take a look at this. So I came and looked at this little side hustle business. And since then, like, you wouldn't even recognize the kid I was back then. And I say the kid because I was just immature. I wasn't doing it. I'm still immature and like, but I can back myself up, if you know what I mean. You ask my missus, I'm like immature as hell, but I can still pay my way around the world. You know what? Since I've been doing this business, I got to book tickets for me and my beautiful now fiance to Hawaii. I've been all around Australia, Sydney dozens of times, Melbourne, back to New Zealand. I got to go to Phoenix, Arizona. First time in the USA was for this business to meet some of the leaders, millionaires who are teaching me the ways to do this. Then I got to go to LA with all these sick hustlers, met these awesome people over there. We got to go to Coachella, man, Kendrick Lamar, Martin Garrix, we partied up like hell. We went to Vegas. We went for another conference, and now we're back. And you know what? That's cool. Like the money side of it's cool, but it's not all about the money once you get into it. You know what it's about? For me, it's been about the personal development, becoming a better person that I want to be, if you know what I mean. Like meeting some epic people and creating a team that are like hustling for something big. You know what? We're not just settling for life. Like we just get taught that we have to settle for this working 40 years. Like it's such bullshit. I don't know who told us that. And I don't know who told us that we're like this millennial generation and everything. We want everything and social media is changing us. Like we make money from that now. The people who are telling you that probably don't make money from it. And they're like, it's changing the world. It's scary. Guess what? It's changing anyway. And we're doing some epic shit. So the most exciting thing is the changes we're making in our lives and our team's lives. And we're connecting with some awesome people, guys. But I'll just say to you, you know what? This is so different because we're not taught this way. And it blows your mind, right? It blew my mind. And getting paid that one way from a job, right, that gets you a living. But getting paid 3 ways from this sort of business, it gets you a life, guys. And we're proof of that. You hear Maddie and Tieran, they're giving up their jobs like a year in. Far out, like people on this call are doing crazy stuff. And there's more out there. There's plenty more out there, guys. All I'd say to you is that, you know what, we're not taught to look for a life. Like we're taught to look for a career. And if you take a little second to think about that, that's the worst lie in the world. And we're changing it though. So we welcome you all to our event and thank you so much for jumping on. We do this every single Wednesday night. So if you think of anyone who would love this event, even if it's not for you, that's okay, man. But if you think of anyone who would love it, please get in touch with the person who invited you. Ask them the questions, say, I don't know if this is for me, I don't understand this, explain this to me, we're happy to help. But I'm just going to click stop record now, and you guys can all unmute yourself.